Yeah, this one's got specks, streaks, a hair, another hair, more hair. Tristan, have you been living in here?
I ain't in it for the money, I ain't in it for the fame, I ain't in it for the accolades. Tryna tell me what a vision of the riches and the women, I ain't with it, tell them not today. Try to separate the crew, but the truth is it did it. Got the same vision, so you know we stay winning. Some of y'all chasing recognition, not me, I do it for the love, yeah. Yeah, I do it for the love.
What are you doing, Zach?
So every once in a while, it's important to take a look at the images that you're taking in your camera and notice if there's any spots or specks or anything like that that's happening in them. And generally, if that's the case, it's usually not actually something on your lens. Usually it's a speck, especially with mirrorless cameras. It's a speck that is stuck to the sensor. So the guys have said that they've seen some specks in their footage, in their photos, so I am going to take a little bit and clean up the sensors. Alright, I need this one now. So tell me, how was your first podcast?
It was great. Couldn't have gone better Actually, probably could have gone better, but, it can always be better.
What do you think, Tristan?
No, he did great. Yeah, I mean, I usually, I can't critique the guests that come on because usually they've never either A, been on a podcast or they don't know what to expect. So I think Adam did great. If anything, critique me. No, I was happy with how it went. Definitely though. I mean, been a good couple months since we did our last podcast, but that was my first time in the new booth. I really liked the setting. I felt in the zone. I felt like a podcaster put on my podcast voice. And it feels nice to have the newly rebranded podcast again, Raisin Brand. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great to share some knowledge that I've learned in the past. So,
Awesome.
I've never done that before, so it's good.
I'm excited to listen to it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was really good to produce. Adam was a great guest. We loved having him on. Probably definitely have him on again sometime. We're just working on, the rebrand, and it's definitely been a really fun project to work on. And after the conversation we all had yesterday, I think you can expect a lot from Pixel Labs, from YouTube to podcasts to all sorts of other marketing and branding knowledge.
Hey, what's up, vlog? So, bit of a different sort of task this morning. I'm actually going to take pictures of Zach's house. No, he's not moving. No, he's not putting his house for sale or anything like that. We're actually going to use his house as a photo for a billboard that we're doing for a client. We're planning out the photo to be, of course, his house, but then also the sky is going to be pretty blank so that we can leave text there or anything else that we want to put there. But yeah, so we're using Zach's house as a subject for a billboard. So I'm heading there right now. I'll see if he's there. Good morning.
Morning. How are you doing today, Tristan?
I'm good. How are you doing?
What's going on? Tristan and I, as you can see, are out here in front of my house getting some photos for some ads that we're working on right now. Sun's a little bit higher than we thought it would be right now, but they still look pretty good. And I think after editing, they'll look even better. It is Friday, it's the end of the week. We have a couple things that we need to wrap up for the day, but after that, we head into the weekend. It's our first weekend in 3 weeks of not having shoots, so you get a couple days off, which will be nice. But I hope you all have a good weekend and have a good rest of your day.
What's going on, vlog? We are about 10 minutes away from shooting a podcast with Terrell Christie. We had him on before when we were Pixelcast. Now we have the new and improved Raisin Brand, where it's a podcast through Pixel Labs, where we talk about all things branding, marketing, and creativity. Luckily, with Terrell and his recent project, he's done a little bit of both. We're going to look at some behind-the-scenes stuff of how we get set up for our podcasts.
Yeah, so hey, what's up? We're about to record another episode of Raisin Brand. We're hanging out with Terrell today. Terrell Christie, friend of the lab here. Former UNI graduate, filmmaker out in Des Moines right now. We caught up with him late 2019, before he was, or while he was in the process of making his Spider-Man short film. And now we're going to catch up with him post-release of that film, catch up on some other projects he's been working on, and just talk about some fun creative stuff for about half an hour today. These episodes are really easy to record because Terrell's a good friend of mine, so it's basically just like hanging out with a friend. And so that's what I love about some of these podcasts, definitely, is A, getting to know new people, but B, also getting to catch up with people that I don't get to talk to a lot, voice to voice at least. So yeah, it'll be a fun one, and I'm looking forward to it.
What's up, vlog? Tristan's in the other room recording a podcast right now. Vlog content, we looking for more of it this week, and so I decided to do some personal development of myself with my lighting technique. So I'm going to light this space with the lights we have in Pixel Labs. So I'll do a little time lapse and you'll see the whole process. Let's go.
All right, so just wrapped up the podcast with Terrell Christie. It was a great one. Talked about lots of creative stuff and some stuff he's up to. So whenever that's out, check it out. But in the meantime, go check out some of our current episodes that are on there. There's a lot of on there, and there's a lot of great conversations had in there, I think. So yeah, my voice is a little sore now from talking for like 20 minutes or something. So but yeah, no, it's a great podcast, and I'm looking forward to recording more because these are really fun to do and really interesting topics I think are coming up even just in the spur of the moment and stuff like that. And I think that's what I love about podcasting the most, is just kind of coming up with relevant things to talk about, relevant things to us, relevant things to the industry, relevant things to our audience, and relevant things to our guests. So we'll keep that up as we keep recording more episodes of Raisin Brand, the Pixel Labs podcast. So yeah, I'm working on editing a little bit of drone footage. I've been shooting a lot of drone stuff lately. I actually just bought my own drone personally, so I'm excited to get some more experience just on my own and everything too. But for people who are looking to get into drone stuff, whether that's commercially or just for fun, definitely do your research beforehand. I guess I had the privilege of just being able to work in an environment where we had a drone and we had experienced drone pilots, but not everyone gets that. So definitely do your outside research on, first of all, where and when and however you can fly drones in your area, because a lot of areas have different rules in terms of what they allow, or the airspace, and what that airspace allows. So definitely make sure it will be worth it if in your area you can even fly. Have fun, but be safe, definitely. I guess the biggest thing I would recommend, and it's fun and easy to break, definitely, but just don't fly near any trees. Just don't fly near anything that could potentially, be a hazard, especially trees. So trees are a big issue because sometimes the sensors can't pick up the branches and everything like that. So that would be one thing that I would recommend. It's very simple and it sounds very dumb, but honestly, like, if you want to prolong the life of your drone, just don't even risk it. Half the time it's not even worth it, and you'll get just as cool shots flying away from the trees. So Zach was our only certified pilot beforehand. He had the certificate, and Zach enjoys flying and stuff like that, but he didn't want to have to always be the one to come on the shoots. He likes to leave the creativity stuff to us, and he likes to handle the business portion of Pixel Labs. So part of it was just a necessity of needing a second pilot to go on shoots and house tours, especially, just so Zach didn't have to come every time. And Also, it's just really fun. I've always been drawn to video games where you can like fly around and stuff like that, and fly, planes and spaceships and stuff like that. That's just something I've always just been, even before I even knew what drones were, I've just always loved that mechanic of maneuvering around a space like in a faster speed and just being able to fly. I remember when I first flew a drone a while back before I even got my certificate, under the supervision of Zach. I just remember I had like a really just eye-opening experience. It just kind of felt cool to be able to control something and be in control of something that was so high up in the air and could get these amazing shots. And yeah, it's just kind of an addicting thing. It's just once you kind of master the art of ground level photography and videography, what's that next step? I mean, it's 100 feet up in the air, 100 feet up in the air.
What's up, vlog? Noah here. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what you can be expecting from Pixel Labs. We're looking at our branding stuff. We're all talking about different things that we could do to improve our following. Figured a way to help that would be for you guys to subscribe and click the little bell button to be sure you get all of our vlogs and all of our content we put on YouTube, because I'm here to give you a little teaser that we are thinking of adding more content to the YouTube channel along the lines of sharing our knowledge and expertise as a company with those people on YouTube, such as tutorial videos or even just the idea of taking a large concept such as branding or marketing, or the importance of a creative element such as lighting or audio, and doing almost like a storyboard or almost like a breakdown sheet of why those are important and why certain elements or ideas of a production or marketing or business is something that you should consider based on things we have experienced about the marketing and branding and creative field. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, check out our YouTube channel, which is awesome because we have weekly vlogs going on there, which have been edited by Adam Davis, the current intern, who is doing a phenomenal job. Love all of his edits and things of that nature. And then also check out our other project, which is Raisin Brand, our Pixel Labs podcast. We talk about all things creative, branding, and marketing with local business people from around the Cedar Valley area, as well as local creatives. You can check us out on Spotify. It's really cool. We're working a lot to get that up and going. It doesn't have a huge following right now, but again, be sure to go follow it on Spotify and be updated, like our Facebook page and things, where we will also be posting links and stuff to the content we'll be producing. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and please be on the lookout for Pixel Labs with all this new content, and help us get to 200 subscribers on YouTube, and just help us grow as a company, and we will return with awesome content.